Hello and welcome back to What If Deku Was a Leviathan, Part 3, actually. I didn't really think this series would go so long and would get so... it was so popular. I wouldn't really think that, actually. So, but yeah. I was kind of lost. I didn't have much motivation on the first part. I just tried, see if somebody liked it. Apparently lots of people did, or a few people did. So I made part 2, and I finally got some ideas after that. So now on part 3. So yeah, let's begin. The last part, we ended off at Mina and Kirishima introduced themselves to Izuku, and Izuku's dorm was being renovated, and that's pretty much it, I think. And he met Class 1A. I think that's it. Yeah, probably. I don't remember. But then Izuku says, when Mina and Kirishima comes, and that's when Mina asked if they could see his dorm. When Izuku says, well, we can't really see my dorm because it's being renovated because of my quirk. So my quirk needs to have a special room. So that's why we can't go to my dorm. Probably tomorrow, though. Then it's probably done. Alright then. What about shopping? We can go to the mall. Fine, that's alright. And I'm sorry I've been thirsty, so I'm sorry if I've been pausing. It's just that I have to drink a bit. So now, they go to the mall, and Mina goes on a shopping spree. Really, it's just Mina going out shopping, really. While Izuku and Kirishima gets along pretty well. They talk a bit, they get to know each other, get to know what each other likes each other have, and stuff like that. And they buy stuff, a few things like a few clothes, jackets, maybe a pair of shoes, some clothes and stuff like that. So that's pretty much a bit about that. So then they go back to the dorms and they pretty much chill in the common room. They talk, and he and the rest of the class introduces themselves to Izuku. So yeah. When then Izuku, we go to tiny time skip. We go to when it's about when they need to go to sleep. When they're going to sleep, Izuku goes to his dorm and he sees. And by this time, his dorm is already done. So he goes and sees Ghost. If you want to know, Ghost is the ghost leviathan that he has as a friend. If you want to know more about him, you can go to the part 1 and part 2 to know more about him. I recommend you watch both of them. Part 1 is just background, part 2 is the rest. It's like kind of like part 1, and part 1 is kind of like part 0 because that's background, but I forgot about it, and I'm too lazy to change it, really. So yeah. Now, when Izuku comes in, Ghost says, well, seems like you had a pretty good day. You're smiling, so I'm hoping for it. Yeah, I guess I had a pretty good day. Met some people, made some friends with them, I guess. What about you? It seems like you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, I love this. Much more than that glass thing. Hard to stay in. Oh. Sorry again. But yeah. Well, I'll just go to sleep. I just want tomorrow to begin, I guess. It's boring being awake. Yeah, I get ya. Good night then. Yeah, good night, ghost. So they both go to sleep. Now on the next day, and don't worry, I haven't forgotten the ship. That will more come this part, a bit more about ship things. I don't know if I have time for another thing, but I'll see if I have enough time. Now then, when in the morning, someone comes on to his door and says, "Wake up! Yeah, it's nearly school. You need to wake up, Zuko." Then Zuko says, "Yeah, I'm coming. Don't worry." So he goes up and he opens the door and he's shirtless, and he meets Mirko. And that's the ship I said in the last part, but if you haven't watched it, yeah, that's the ship, Mirko. So yeah. When she sees Zuko shirtless, she begins to blush and nosebleed because he has an 8-pack, I guess we can say that. So yeah. And Azuka's pretty tall. I'm gonna say that. It's pretty tall. Yeah. Ow. What was it? Yeah. When she sees him, she says, "Put on a shirt, damn it." Or put on a shirt, Baka, I think it is. I don't fully know. I think Baka means idiot. I think that. I don't fully know if that's how it's pronounced, or that's what it means. I don't know. She said it, idiot. Yeah. So then, then Asuka says, "Oh, yeah, I forgot." All right then. I'll go and put on a shirt. So he puts on this right here. Puts on this, and when he goes out, then he opens the door again, and he sees Mirko there again, and she says, "Well, you need to come with me, and I'll show you to go to class, and I have to watch you. And next time, please put a shirt before you go outside of the door." All right, Bunny. Or I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not good with ships. So, like what if Deku was a wolf? I wasn't good at ships on the ship there. So, I think most of my what ifs will not have a ship. I just wanted to try, and I already started this ship a bit. So the next what ifs probably won't have a ship, but if you guys really wanted, I'll try to make a ship. But most of my what ifs forward won't have a ship because I'm really bad at them. So yeah. Zuko, he can go to his class, and that's where Azawa announces to everyone that the sports festival is going to begin in 2 weeks. Let's say that. So everyone begin to be happy, and he says, "Silence, shut up, children." So he begins to kind of, the day goes on, really. Mirko is in the classroom, looking after Azuka. And then Mina, when the day is over, Mina and Kirishima comes to Izuku, where Izuku is talking to Mirko, kind of like just talking a bit. I don't know what they're supposed to talk about, just talking. When Kirishima and Mina comes over and says, "Hey, you said that your drum would be finished. Can you show us?" That's when Mirko jumps in and says, "Yeah, can you show us your dorm? I'm kind of curious as well. When you opened the door, I saw a bit of it, but it wasn't really clear because you stood in the way." Well, no, don't worry. Sorry. Yeah. So I couldn't really see what was in there, so you can show us, I guess. You can show us. And Suzuki says, and then he thinks to himself, I don't really know if I can because of Ghost. I guess I'll just have to go in and say, before they come in, I just say that they have to wait so I can clean it. Probably. I guess. Yeah. Then Asuka says now, "Well, I guess so, but before you come in, I have to kind of clean up. So, I kind of... How did you make it... How did you... Why didn't you clean it? You just moved in yesterday." "Don't worry about it. I just have to clean up, alright? Don't think about it too hard." Mina says, "Alright then." I don't know what's wrong, really. Either my voice or... yeah. Then Izuku kind of... How am I supposed to say it? They go towards his dorm, and before they come in, Izuku goes in and tells Ghost that he needs to hide inside the tank because he's having guests over. So Ghost says, fine, I'll hide. So he hides. He shrinks and hides. But he has kind of holding this a bit smaller form for a very while, so he can't really hold it very much. So then Izuku shows his room. His room is very nice and with all the modern stuff. Pretty much best room. I'm too lazy to find a picture, really, right now. So just see yourself a nice room. Very nice room, modern, stuff like that. Has itself, and plus a giant fish tank. So when then Mirko sees the fish tank. Then Mirko says, "Zuko, why do you have a fish tank?" Don't worry about it. It's for my quirk. Yes, for my quirk. But why a fish tank? Do you have fish? You know you aren't allowed to have pets in here. That's when kind of a ghost gets a bit angry, but kind of holds it in, but very angry. Because someone called him a pet. Then Azuka says, no, not a pet. It's not a pet. What do you mean it's not a pet? Of course if you have a fish tank, you have a fish, and fish is pets. And that was the straw that it took for Ghost to get too angry, and he showed himself. And he looks like this. He is this big, but a bit smaller, because he needs to have a much smaller so that he can actually fit in the glass. So he grows into how he was, and he's still big enough to eat a human, person. So, yeah. So when that's done, that's when Ghost says, "Who are you calling pet, human?" That's when, and then when he says that, Murako, Mina, and Kuroshima jumps and gets scared and begins to hide behind Izuku. Because Izuku is just calm and just says to himself, really? Seriously? He thinks himself. So then Izuku says, "Don't worry, you just pissed him off. That's why I didn't call him a pet, because he ain't a pet, he's a friend." What is that? Says Mina. He's the ghost laviathan. Or his name is Ghost. I don't know why he's called that. I don't know, his parents called him that. Don't question it. Well. Yeah, I can go a bit more. Izuku then says to Ghost, you need to calm down. They mistook you for... They don't know that you exist, so take it easy. They didn't know you were there, so take it easy, calm down. And so then Ghost begins to calm down, says, "Fine." They begin to... And then Kirishima is the first one to kind of calm down enough to actually talk to him. So you're friendly? Yeah, I'm friendly. At least until you piss me off. Yes, cool, Matt, not so manly. You know, I'm not a man. What kind of thing would you call me? I'm a leviathan, but I guess what you call now is a fish, a water animal, whatever you call it. But my species is a leviathan. My leviathan species is a ghost leviathan. I'm pretty much one of the only ghost leviathan left, and he's the only giant, gargantuan leviathan. Is the only his species of leviathan is the only original leviathan left, because the rest of them have died out very long time ago by a virus that was on this planet. What do you mean? And then when America says, "What do you mean virus? There wasn't a virus here. You haven't seen a virus here that's killed fishes." That's because this was before your history began. Well, this ain't original. This ain't Earth. What do you call it? Earth is dead. Earth has been dead for billions of years. I don't get why people think about this anymore. I don't really know if Earth is dead. But this is probably the only planet that has life left. Of the sun's beginning to die, and all stuff like that. But then he begins to mumble a bit. Random stuff. Zuko says, "Don't worry, I'll fix him." That's when he bangs on the glass and says, "Wait." And says, "Back to reality, ghost." And he says, "Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I kind of spaced out." And Mina says, "That's all fine, but can you tell me about more? Can you tell us about more? Oh, a bit more about the virus?" Fine. It's called the Kara virus, bacterium, or whatever that was. It was the deadliest virus ever known to human or alien life. Our planet was peaceful for some aliens came to our planet and put the coronavirus here. It was actually a planet that survived of that virus or bacteria. But we weren't known to it, so we began to die from it. Humans came up before with spaceships to learn about the universe, but they trash landed here and basically tells the whole Subnautica story, really. Not everything, and a bit after that, like how humans became how they are now and what the planet's name was before and stuff like that. So, that's when Izuka says, "Yeah, and I have actually some of the, what did he call it? PDAs inside of me right now. I kind of ate a few of them one time." "What? You ate some of them?" "Yeah, look, they were the first people who came here, and I didn't know what it was, so I thought it was food. So I ate it, and I was very, very hungry, so I ate them, alright? I still have them in my stomach, or at least they're technology. Do you think you can spit them out?" "Guess I could try, but I have to be in my original form." "What?" Yeah, I'm a laviathan as well, if you didn't hear it. I don't know. Yeah, they continue to talk a bit like that. But yeah. Then they leave, and at the end of the day, they can go to sleep again. They have fun, they do stuff, and they go to sleep. And Mirko is always with Izuku, and she's beginning to kind of get feelings for him. Izuku kind of not really knowing what's love. He doesn't really feel it. He kind of just feel like kind of tingly feeling. That's it. But I'll end it here, and yeah. But I hope you like this part. I will, and if you want any more, I'll do the next part tomorrow. And I kind of have a new what if idea actually, so that you can choose from. It's kind of like a destiny. What if Izuku or Deku was a guardian from Destiny? Now, if you want that, I'll do it. I don't know which guardian, which type of guardian, if it was supposed to be a Titan or anything like that. I'll make a separate video today about it, bit like what you can choose from. And you can choose from the what if Deku was a knight, what if Deku was reborn as a night elf, or what if Deku was a guardian from Destiny. You choose if you want one of them. But if I don't get any of them, if you don't choose any of them, I'll probably just do a random, and just do one of them. Probably the night elf one, because I have more ideas for that as of right now. I just came up with the idea as I was doing this because it's background I have right now. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you want. It's your choice. And comment down below for the YouTube algorithm, I think it's called. I don't fully remember. I haven't really read everything, but do whatever you want, really. But hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next part.